Hello, this is Phoenix Within. I've decided to upgrade my discussion on anime as being an extremely good example of the hybrid existence. In my previous video, I only showed one example, then showed some fractals. In this first picture, I think it's fairly self-explanatory on where human evolution is going, but essentially a particular type of being, I'm not going to say race, a particular type of being is reflecting closely to their own creations, fans or directly involved. In this first picture, the difference is at best 20 to 30%. Okay, that being said, the next picture, honestly, I was thrown off by this picture. I actually couldn't tell in the picture on the right if that was the anime version or not. I, I'm thinking it is, but I don't actually think it is. But whether it's lighting or not, again, this is more closely related to anime than real life. That's irony for you. Okay. Okay, the next picture, I've been trying to think of this term of what it means, but essentially that is Miku Hatsumi, and she's the first of her of any artist type. She's the first digital artist. I can't think of that term I'm trying to think of. And the next picture shows Japanese girl, which looks fairly close, but again, not that far off. Okay, gonna show you the next picture. Okay. Essentially, the whole idea of what is art and what is real, um, there's only an irony behind that because so many persons are convinced of what they are seeing is the actuality, but unnatural circumstances, you can't see the actuality. Hybrid existence, when you see the actuality, you're going to see some reflections that you saw here, but not to the eye level degree. As I've stated before, I can look off in the corner and my mind is being bombarded by all the shades and textures, millions of messages per second. It's entirely unnecessary. I want to point out this example. If you don't want to be in existence that looks like anime, this is to say you like your mind to be occupied by millions of messages, even tens of millions of messages per second. Whereas if you had only a few dozen to maybe a few hundred messages per second that your eyes would be discerning, look at what you become. So if there's any debate on, this doesn't look like anything I'd want to be a part of, I'm about to show you some irony again on this, but that's to say that you like your mind being preoccupied. This is why the mind is only open so much, and this is why we are limited in a lot of ways as well. A brutally vivid world means, going to the next picture, means to say, it means to the eyes that what is being seen is not truly acknowledgeable. And most persons don't like their job, but they just try and go with it. Most persons don't like bills, but they try and manage with it. So there's already a lot of persons who are managing, though they shouldn't even have to be dealing with such situations. Plus you have eternity in the mix, so considering eternity exists, nebulas exist, the whole idea of what's real and what isn't is entirely selective, entirely. Moving to the next picture, I was quite stunned by this. It's actually an X-Men character. I'm showing these examples also because these persons like what they are seeing, and they like the maybe not entirely the persona of the anime character, but they want to be a part of something that is of a higher creativity standard. To them, it's far more honest. To them, they feel like they're being a part of a more creative spectrum of their very being. So if there's any argument with these persons or being fake or whatever, first off, you're casting judgment upon them to whom this concerns. The other thing is look at the standards you're living in and look at how fake it is also. Irony. This reality has more irony than actual physical substance itself. Time is so worn thin here that it's 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 almost like to say that sure, gravity exists, but why don't clouds fall from the sky? Okay, the next picture, here's some pretty intense irony. Again, this video is primarily to let you know some examples of what to expect, but to those who are the skeptics and who have a get a life attitude about creativity, or persons stressing up because they want to be closer to their creative nature, which is eccentric. The universe is creativity itself. This is Kirsten Dunst, Spider-Man. And what's interesting is she looks carefree, she looks happy, and if you notice, in Japan you can dress like this and no one's going to say anything. In Japan there's a very symbolic coexistent level. And again, to anyone who thinks I'm being racist, honestly, I'm expressing an example. You can't go in America and dress up like this girl in this next picture. You can't